Okay, from April 25th this year, right?
Okay.
Who leads the majors in home runs?
It was from April 25th, not the beginning of the
No,
season.
April 25th onward.
So not Judge.
It's not Aaron Judge. He's close. He's second.
Is it Jake Junis?
Jake Junis is not the right answer. He's a pitcher.
He's a pitcher.
Jake Junis is a starting
I'm aware
pitcher
of
for
that.
the Royals, so I don't think he's had an at-bat yet.
I'm aware of that, but he is the first on our agenda for today.
Yeah, well,
so
this
I
is
kinda
not
figured.
a guy on the agenda. I'll give you that hint.
Oh man, that's just not fair.
Is it Trout?
It's not Mike Trout. He is. Keep in mind he got injured for a couple of weeks. So he's at 21. He's 21st, not at 21. He's hit 11. All right, the leader has hit 17.
Wait, 17 since when?
April
Wait.
25th.
Cody Bellinger.
It's Cody Bellinger.
Oh God.
Isn't that incredible? He's hit more home runs than Aaron Judge, and that's because April 25th obviously is the day he got called up, right?
Yeah.
That's the. So I mean, yeah. Just a fun fact.
We get it. You have Cody Bellinger.
No, it's just he set the record for most multi-home run games in his first 45 games. He has 4 multi-home run games in his first 45 games.
Steroids.
And 17 total home runs in his first 45 games. No, he's always had his power. He's going to hit 35 home runs this year.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to the music now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 6th episode. What number?
Just say number.
6. I lost track of numbers. It's the 6th episode of the Fantasy and Friends show. We have all 3 of our hosts here: Daniel, and Alok,
Hey.
and Jake.
Hi.
And as Jake already pointed out, the first guy we're talking about is Jake Junis, who apparently has hit 17 home runs this year.
Not this year.
So basically,
since April 25th.
a bunch of pitchers just last night went down with injuries. CeCe Sabathia, Matt Shoemaker, Lance McCullers has just went down. I think someone else that I'm missing. Did someone else get injured? Another Matt.
Another Matt.
Matt Shoemaker and another Matt.
Kane?
No, not Matt Kane. I'll look it up. Anyway, so there's probably a lot of people looking for starting pitching, and there's 3 rookies on the scene right now that are doing pretty well. Jake Junis, Sean Newcomb, and Jacob Faria. And yes, that is how you pronounce it, according to Baseball Reference. And Alok, you picked up Sean Newcomb. Why?
He's, besides his walk rate, he's had a pretty good minor league tenure. I mean, he's like last season, for instance, he pitched 57 innings and had a ERA of 2.97, an FIP of 3.23. So I think, and a strikeout rate of 11.55. So it seems like his Achilles heel is his walk rate. But in the minors, he seemed to be able to, just keep that from generating too many runs, I guess. So I think the walk rate might carry over to the big leagues, but if he can continue to, suppress runs from that, he could be a good option. I think it's more of I remember reading somewhere that he's a high risk, high reward kind of guy. If the walk rate hurts him in the majors, then he's gonna have a rough time. But if he can continue to prevent that from making runs, then he will be a solid option.
Right, and the guy I alluded to, it's Matt Harvey, was also injured last night.
Oh, right.
Dead arm. Okay. Jake, you like Jake Junis. Why?
Well, he's a home run hitter, He's just, no, I don't know.
You have no idea who he is. So Jake Junis, and no one knows who this guy is. anyway, he got called up on April 12th, pitched like an inning, got sent back down, was up in April a couple times, but now after the bad Houston start, which you can forgive him for that, pitched 7 strong innings in San Diego, and has a start against the Angels this Saturday. Is that a spot you would like to use him? If you're desperate for pitching and you just lost like all 3 of those guys.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, out of these 3 guys, I think Junis appears to be the weakest, just looking at his minor league stats.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the weakest.
I mean, his home run rate is kind of all over the place. I mean, the walk rate's decent, but what I was worried about is his ERA has been up and down, and also his batting average on balls in play is just bad. Like, always.
Well, we already know his home run rate is pretty high.
Right, so I mean, that makes sense.
He's hitting so many
I
home
mean,
runs.
I guess,
I mean,
is
this
he a
year
fly-ball pitcher?
in 7 starts, he had a 2.34 ERA with 12 strikeouts per 9 innings.
I mean, that's good.
The home run fly ball rate is much lower than his career rate, so I'll give it that much.
That's true.
But
And I mean,
even
this is the majors. People haven't gotten used to him yet. I would expect that to go up.
yeah,
I'm sorry, you were talking about AAA, weren't you?
yeah, I was talking about AAA.
Okay.
He's really only made. I mean, he's made 3 starts, but 2 consecutive starts in June. 2 starts in June that really matter. Yeah, he's definitely an interesting speculative ad. The Angels are really bad offensively.
Yeah.
So
Is he at Los Angeles?
yeah, he's at Los Angeles, which and they're both. Neither part.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter that much.
Really a big issue. But the other guy, Jacob Faria, who had just another great outing last night.
Yes, yeah, I would take this. I would take this guy out of the 3.
Faria.
He's been pretty much consistent through his entire minor league career. Walk rate is not good though. It's my only concern.
Yeah, I mean,
everything else is pretty
there's
consistent.
Obviously, always going to be speed bumps with rookie pitchers. You just have to keep that in mind. That there's always risk with picking up rookie pitchers. They're going to do well. I think the trend is they do well their first 2 starts, then they hit a road bump in like their 3rd through 5th start, and then they kind of even out after that. So
yeah,
that's just something to keep in mind.
Also,
I mean, even with Michael Fulmer last year, who was kind of like the rookie standout, he definitely was not, crazy good throughout the entire year.
you also have to bear in mind that this 1.42 ERA he's putting up right now is with an 83% strand rate.
Well, the 83% is not crazy.
I mean, it's higher than he's ever done, though.
Yeah,
it's pretty high.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
It's
high.
pretty high. It's gonna go down, especially since he's not a.
It's a concern.
No. Obviously, it's not super great, but I mean that's like Scherzer's strand rate, so
No,
I wouldn't.
I mean,
Scherzer's also a strikeout pitcher.
Yes.
So
Well,
that
so is Faria.
Not as much.
Faria led the minor AAA in strikeouts so far this year.
No, I'm talking about well, yeah, but none of his strikeout rates in the minors were ever as high as Scherzer's this year either.
Faria's strikeout rate this year in the minors through 58 2/3, not a big sample size, is 12.89 K per 9.
That's good. And what I like is that, his home run rate is also very low, which, usually with strikeout pitches, you can expect that to be a little higher.
35% strikeout rate, so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's not so
quite
crazy
good.
sustainable.
And
I know.
his ERA has been low his entire career, except for 2 years ago, or last year rather.
The guy who came back, basically Mike Trout's replacement, Cameron Maben. If you need stolen bases, this guy is stealing 5 a game. He's already up to 20 stolen bases. He's got a hit in every game since coming back from the disabled list. If you need outfield help, he's probably a good pickup. What do you guys think?
I would agree.
All right, no, nothing on that. We're gonna move on to the Pittsburgh bullpen.
Bullpen.
Okay, and Alok thought these guys were the same player because I
No,
put them
I
as,
did not.
so I put these guys in the notes as the slash
It
in
was
between
a
their
joke.
names, and Alok was like,
It's a
oh,
joke.
are they the same player? No, Felipe Rivero and Juan
I was
Nicasio are
joking.
not the same player.
I was
Let's
joking.
keep that in mind. Alok probably
That
was
is very, very racist. Alok.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty racist.
Probably. I don't even know. I don't know what race they are, but probably racist.
Anyway,
It's probably racist for some reason. Okay, everything is
if
racist.
you need saves, it looks like Rivero is the guy, but they're not fully committed to him. And so, yeah, if you need a good reliever, I think either of them could help you out in that category.
God, Rivera is tearing it up this year.
Yeah, he just gave up a home run last night.
Yeah, but I mean, 34 innings with a
not a home run.
.78 ERA.
It wasn't a home run.
That alone is pretty much tearing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
no.
having a pretty solid year.
Yeah, no, they're both pretty good.
I mean,
Rivera's probably the better skilled of the two. Alok, when you can tell them apart, which one do you like better?
I think I would pick Rivero. I mean, his walk rate's lower than Nicasio's. His strikeout rate, I mean, they're both pretty similar, but Rivero's is slightly higher. And then
And home run rate as well.
home run rate.
Well, it's small
better.
sample size, so
Well,
it's hard to look at.
Yeah,
They've thrown 30 innings, so.
sure, but also looking at the minors. I'm not talking about just the.
Well,
this
the
year.
minor, I don't really
It
count
is.
the minors, but these two guys have been in the majors for a couple of years, so I don't really count anything
Yeah.
before that. And Nicasio is kind of is a converted starter too, so it's really hard to compare their numbers. They're both good pitchers. I do think that it looks like if you're chasing saves, Rivero is the guy. All right, a guy that really should not be owned in any league, Kevin Gausman. Jake, what happened to Kevin Gausman this year?
Not really sure.
All right.
What are you going
He's
for
given
here?
up 9 or more. He's given up 8 or more hits in his past 6 starts.
Oh,
He's got a 6.49 ERA.
that's pretty good.
He was drafted as
Solid.
a potential top 25 starter. Keep in mind, in our league, he was drafted above guys like Jacob deGrom, Jose Quintana, Garrett
Really?
Cole. I'm looking at just at starters. JD Martinez. He's drafted above Mark.
Why did I take Quintana so high?
Yeah, I don't know why you drafted him.
Don't talk about that part.
It's,
Did we draft him for you? Or
Oh wait, that wasn't me. I forgot.
I got you at pick 78. That's not too bad. It's not like you drafted him so high. It wasn't like a 4th round pick. All right, he was. Anyway, Kevin Gausman, just drop him. He looks awful this year. He just something wrong. Alok, have you read anything about this?
haven't read anything about it, but I mean, if you look at some of his other numbers, I mean, 2 numbers that seem to be a lot lower this year are swinging strike rate and out of zone swing rate. I have to imagine that contributes to both the low strikeout rate and the high walk rate. Guys just aren't swinging at pitches that he's throwing out of the zone. So, I'd imagine that's a pretty big contributing factor.
Yeah, home runs look to be just about the same as walk rate double.
His walk rate double, his K9's down by 2.
Hard contact. I mean, the contact rate, or the hard contact and the soft contact look to be just about the same as last year, which is interesting. Maybe
Yeah,
he just got lucky.
His ground ball rate and fly ball rate's the same.
Even so, out of zone contact is up. Actually, that's weird.
Wait, out of zone?
Out of zone, so,
contact?
yeah.
Uh,
Out of zone contact is up
contact,
10%.
It's up. It's on.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a weird statistic to be up. I don't know.
Yeah. Especially since the swing rate's down. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you? That doesn't really make much sense.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know. How do you analyze that? Like, what does that mean?
Out of zone contact. It's,
No, I get what it literally means, but what does that mean for a pitcher?
like when your out of zone contact is up, it means that when he's throwing garbage, hitters are able to make contact on it. I don't know. I guess that's
But I mean, is that?
Because it looks
I
like his
guess that's
control is
bad.
off this year, so maybe he's just lobbing it off like outside of the strike zone, and hitters are being more aggressive on him. Though you said his swinging strike rate.
His out of zone swinging strike rate is down, so I guess hitters are being a bit more patient with him.
Yeah, so I guess that would be the summary. It's a weird thing to be up on. I'm with you there. To have your out of zone contract be up that much too. All right, rookie hit. Let's go back to rookies. Rookie hitter who's not a basketball player. Although doesn't get that, but Derek Fisher.
I know who Derek Fisher is.
Derek Fisher of the Houston Astros just hit a home run in his first game in the major leagues yesterday. Are you picking him up if you need outfield help? Like let's just say you have like Ender Inciarte or like Justin Upton in your outfield.
Hey, you're not picking on me this week.
Yeah, I already did you last week, so I can't repeat jokes like that.
They're okay.
Are you looking to pick up? So let's say you have an injured Ben Zobrist in your outfield, who actually may go on the disabled. All joking aside, he may go on the disabled list with a hurt wrist. Keep that on the lookout. Are you gonna Jake? Are you gonna replace him with Derek Fisher, or are you looking elsewhere?
Let me take a look. All
right.
I mean, I would like to see a little more, no matter what. I mean, he does look. He looks strong through the minor. God, this is just the day of looking at minor league stats.
Yeah, this is rookie day. Because the Super 2 deadline just passed, so you're seeing a lot of rookies come out. I didn't even talk about like a lot of other guys, like Lewis Brinson, a couple other hitters that came up. But yeah, it's a lot. You're gonna see a lot of minor leagues. Yohan Moncada is probably coming up any day now.
Yeah, so I mean, just looking at his AAA stats from this year, that's very impressive. He's got an over 1,000 OPS.
Yeah, it's a good lineup to be in. Good lineup.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, still, you gotta be a good hitter to get those. And he's hitting 335. So yeah, I mean, this is a guy I'd keep a lookout for, but no matter what, I don't want to pick him up on his second game or whatever.
All right, I mean, I picked up
Shanahan
pretty early, and he's.
Yeah, well, look, you're a fantasy god. We don't know what's going on.
Mitch Haniger is I told you guys, like, he's gonna come back. He's my leading scorer this week, isn't he? Oh, he's just struck out today. Wow. I don't know. But I think before today, he was my leading scorer this week. Anyway, if Mitch Haniger is available in your league, go pick him up. Okay, so if we're done with that, we're gonna move on to matchups for next week. So I've got as Alok was so smart to realize, two of the guys on this list have the same last name. And that is because they are brothers, and that's not racist. Tyson Ross and Joe Ross, both guys, both good pitchers, but have certainly struggled a bit. Well, Tyson Ross has been injured, Joe Ross just kind of been bad. Alex Meyer so the other guy who's not is Alex Meyer versus Kansas City. This week, you have Tyson Ross versus Seattle, and then you have Joe Ross at the Mets. Which one of these stands out to you, Lo?
I mean, I'm pulling up the stats, but based on the opponent, I mean, Kansas City is probably the worst offensively out of all of them. And Joe Ross at the Mets, given Joe Ross's season this year, and the
Mets
Mets
hit.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't do that either.
Tyson Ross versus Seattle is scary because Tyson Ross just coming back from an injury. He hasn't pitched in like 2 years, or he hasn't pitched since since opening day last year.
He pitched a game.
He pitched on opening day last year and got injured, and he's been out.
And gave up how many runs? A lot.
Who cares? It was one game.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
And he was injured. So you don't really.
I'm done with minor league stats, man. No more minor
league
stats.
No, Tyson Ross has been in the Tyson Ross is 30 years old. He's 30 years old. He's been in the majors for a while.
Hush now.
Tyson Ross, the past 2014, 2015, he threw 195 and 196 innings, ERA around 3 both years with a strikeout per inning.
So what we have here is 3 mediocre to awful pitchers.
No. We have Tyson Ross and
against
Joe
pretty
Ross
bad teams.
could both be really good, and could be like middle of the pack fantasy options. And Alex Meyer is really just a streaming candidate, who's better than people think. He's a walker. Just keep that in mind. But he could do well against the Royals. I could see like a quality start with like 4 walks though. But yeah, I think if upside you got to go Tyson Ross versus Seattle, but obviously it's risky because he was really bad in all 4 of his rehab starts. But the Rangers are, I guess, desperate and they want to get him in there, so they're pushing him to make this start. And Joe Ross is just kind of, he's either going to give you a complete game or give up 10 runs.
Or both.
Like Rich Hill's doing right now. Man, you got to drop Rich Hill. He's just, there's something wrong there.
This is his first game that I've actually, or no, I had him before.
You've had him for like 3 games. There's something wrong there. I don't know what it is. I mean, Cleveland's good, but I don't know.
I mean, let's not forget that Alok put a voodoo curse on him, and then I doubled the voodoo curse. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it was a lot of voodoo.
I guess we just hit another home run.
I think it's not his fault.
Yeah, Bellinger just hit his 18th home run.
Jake Junis?
Jake Junis. Jake Junis is going to have a really good start whenever. I think he's starting on Sunday. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. And I don't know.
Wait, who's he playing?
I don't know. Oh, the Angels, right?
Oh, damn. I wanted it to be NL. I wanted it to be at NL.
So he could hit.
So he could hit.
I don't think he's hit yet, has he? Oh, look up his stats.
So that means we don't know that he's not good.
Oh, no, he played at San Diego. Yeah, so he did hit. Yeah, he pitched to San Diego. He went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
It's basically the same as 17 home runs.
So, yeah, no.
It's only since April 25th.
April 25th, yeah. Bellinger's hit 6 home runs in the past 5 days. Anyway, moving on. Okay, if that's it, then we're gonna move on to our topic.
No, we gotta look at
last week's. Oh, they were all pretty bad.
I mean, we can still look. Who'd we take?
I'm getting really bad at this. Okay, I think I said Nelson Lamet, right, and then Lugo and then Hahn, because I didn't like that Tampa Bay matchup. Seth Lugo pitched really well, admittedly, 7 innings, 1
Did we all take Lamet?
I took Lamet. I don't know what you guys took. Lamet, because of the strikeout.
Jesse Hahn went 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs.
3 earned runs. I thought he went
7.
I thought it was 3 innings, 5 runs. Am I just
no?
Are we just?
Jesse Hahn?
I'm pulling it up now.
It was Jesse Hahn.
Yeah, 5 innings, 3 runs. Yeah.
5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Not horrible.
Lamet was pretty bad, and Lugo was pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah, Lamet was bad.
I don't. When I look up guys when I look up like streamers for the next week, it's usually just weekend matchups of guys that aren't owned in a lot of leagues. Keep in mind. Like if I wanted to be good, I'd be like, oh, should we start Sale or Scherzer? You know.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. They're not always great, but we did well the week before that, didn't we? Yeah, with Chatwin and Miranda.
Yeah, I believe we did.
Yeah, Chatwin and Miranda did well, and then of course Alok had the other guy. Okay. So why Alok? Did they look alike? Okay, so this week we're talking about a show that Alok
The blowjob robot.
Huh?
We're talking about the blowjob robot is what we're talking about.
Are we talking about the blowjob robot?
No.
Do we have anything to talk about that? I don't think we do.
It's a blowjob robot and it exists. And that's about it.
We're talking about a show that Alok is working through now. Is that right, Alok?
Well, we don't even know what show he was referring to yet, so you can't answer that.
Mediocre sitcoms of the past 30 years. No, it is. I mean, look, there's so many great sitcoms. I mean, you know, Jake will tell
And this is one of them.
This is a good one.
Wait, I think this is one of the better ones.
This is one of the better ones, but I mean, you still have to put like Seinfeld, Cheers, Frasier, all those above them.
Cheers was not the last 30 years.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. Cheers was in the 80s.
Okay, well that's more than 30 years
Well,
ago.
it ended in the late. When did it end? Ended in '93.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Why does it look so bad?
That actually looks pretty good on like Netflix.
Okay.
Obviously,
it always just seems really grainy to me.
Obviously, like the first season in 1980, it ran for 11 years. Keep in mind.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
It's gonna change a lot. But I mean, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I put that over like.
You would put that over How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I put it over.
By the way, we're talking about How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Guys, fans.
I forgot to mention that. I put It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia over How I Met Your Mother.
How
I Met Your Mother is like fourth
like
for me though. Keep it in mind. I'm not putting it low.
How about
I put
The
like I
Big
Love Lucy
Bang
as number
Theory?
1. I don't think anything's gonna dethrone that. And then 2, I think I'd
Okay.
put.
Well, no, I Love Lucy was not last 30 years though.
No, I mean like total sitcoms, overall sitcoms.
Okay, that's pretty good. How about Leave It to Beaver? If you're talking about that era.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen
That's
all of
pretty
those.
good. That's pretty
I'm
funny.
working. I just finished Cheers like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm working through Frasier. I'm like halfway through Frasier now.
But yeah, I mean, you got to put Seinfeld in there.
And yeah,
Anybody who
Seinfeld
hasn't
is
seen
up
Seinfeld,
there. How I Met Your Mother is like 4 or 5. Is what I'm saying.
it's different though. Seinfeld is just not the same show as any of these.
Well, it's probably
It's just
closest to It's Always
nonsense.
Sunny.
I suppose.
In style, yes.
I suppose. I mean, it's great though. I mean, I think that Friends in the first season. What do we have? The pilot. You've got Rachel running away from her wedding, and then Ross immediately falls in love with her. And then there's all that. I believe the first season of that is like 6 episodes or something, right? I thought so. Was it a full season?
I think it's a full season. It's a
Okay,
network show.
anyway,
It's a full season.
There's a lot of. They started up with the drama pretty quick, and obviously so did How I Met Your Mother. But that's one of the similarities that I see between these two shows.
I think
It's a different
drama.
Is it?
How About Your Mother? I feel like the writing is a little more creative. Obviously, because you have that through line where it's like you're trying to find the mother. But
Right.
I'm talking about
That's
more than
very
that.
unique.
Above that, I think they did a little more work with even like the production design was a bit cleaner. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's a different era too. I mean, they're about 10 years.
It is a different
Or
era,
They
and a lot
started
of the time,
right when it ended, right?
a lot of the time when you, yeah, that's true. But a lot of the time when you watch Friends and you say, "Oh, that's such a cliche," it's because Friends set the cliche.
Yes.
You know,
But
you
then
know
it
what I
also
mean? So
cliches
it's-
on itself too.
Maybe a little bit towards the end, but what show doesn't do that?
Yeah, I mean, Cheers did that too. I Love Lucy didn't really do that.
Any show that runs for more than like 5 seasons is going to run into some snags.
I don't think It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has done that, but that's such a pop culture show, so it's different.
I mean, I find the two shows very, very similar. Obviously, there's the whole, basically, I would call it a gimmick of, you're trying to find out who the mother is. But even the storyline, a lot of the plots are the same. The characters, you can almost match them up one for one, except for obviously there's a different number. But the difference that I would say, if we're just bringing in our, objective or subjective opinions, I think the characters in How I Met Your Mother are, in general, a lot more likable. Like, the only character that I actually like at all in Friends is Joey.
I think the
rest of them are just kind of assholes.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I would agree about that.
I don't know.
And then,
Friends is very
How I
90s.
Met Your Mother-
It's very 90s. So
It's true.
if that's
I hate Lily.
Huh?
I don't like Lily. I hate her. I hate her a lot. And I like all the other
She's
ones.
fine. I mean, Ted is fine. Barney's obviously the breakout character.
Yeah.
Alok is only in season 7, so we won't talk about how it ends. How they actually meet them. How he actually met his mother, or met.
Spoilers.
I'm saying we're not. Oh, spoiler alert!
How
meets
he
her.
may or may not
Yeah.
meet the mother.
Spoiler alert! He meets her. I think there's a lot of great.
Spoiler alert.
I think
they were like.
I will say. I think
a surrogate mother.
I think there's more memorable side characters and recurring characters in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, plus you have all of the random theories and stuff that are now a large part of pop culture.
Like you have Kevin, who's great. Zoe, who's great.
Like the bro code, for instance, that's used in everyday speech, and it just came from Barney.
Yeah, like we use
Which
it
is
all the
pretty
time
fantastic.
when we're talking about
Yeah.
picking up girls at a bar.
It's just all that extra stuff is really. It just makes the show fun on top of meaningful.
Yeah, we should suit up
Also,
sometime.
I would like to point out that the soundtrack of How I Met Your Mother is, like, in my opinion, very fantastic.
I actually like the
just some of the
Cheers
songs they
theme
use.
better than How I Met.
No, I don't mean the theme. I mean
You just mean the
the
score,
songs they
the
use.
score.
The score, yeah.
The score or the soundtrack?
They pick
Is it a
kind of less known songs from, kind of indie bands and stuff, and they just nailed it with the tone. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mean the
not the opening theme.
not the. I mean, I like the opening
Okay,
theme, but that's not what I'm talking about. There are several moments I could point to that are like this. The music that they picked fits perfectly, and it's just on top of that, it's a great song.
All right.
Anyway, sorry, I have a lot of opinion.
Yeah,
on this show.
That's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it, because we have opinions. No, I really like it. I really do enjoy it. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. But because that's what I can say about How I Met Your Mother. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. If Friends is on TV, I'll probably skip it.
Oh, I watch Friends all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like every episode twice.
I could rewatch. So have I, but I could keep rewatching it. Same with Seinfeld.
Yeah, I mean Seinfeld. Yeah, Seinfeld's. I mean that's usually how I like to view whether you like something or not. If you just wake up in a room and it's playing, do you change the channel? And I think with Friends, I would change the channel, but How I Met Your Mother, I wouldn't.
Okay, but in my defense, I would like to point out that at various points, the Gorburger show has come on, and I have not changed the channel.
No, I mean obviously, if you
anybody
wake
knows
up,
what that is.
all right, if you wake up in a room and you have to watch, you have to watch TV, and whatever is on, whether you would change it or not. Obviously, all things being equal, like you want to watch and or whatever. I mean, you could use the same thing with like a movie. You wake up in a movie theater, and something is playing. Do you leave?
Why do you wake up in a movie theater?
Well, I mean, like you just. No, I mean, like you just. Whatever, guys. It's just a way to. It's a way to figure out whether you like it or not.
The only time that could happen is if you went into that movie, and it was so bad that you fell asleep out of boredom, and then you wake up and it's on.
You fell asleep through another one, and then you wake up the next day or something. No, assuming you didn't have to go home or anything. If a movie is playing, would you leave or whatever? And you would judge that. It's the same thing with.
Why did you say theater? What's wrong with TV?
Well, like I'm using like a movie analogy. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
But there's movies on TV. Just get HBO.
Yeah, but you want like the theater experience. It's different.
But if it's in the theater, it's most likely a new movie, and you probably haven't seen it.
No, but like, let's say you've seen it. Let's say it's no, but they do all those like, they do old movies.
They've been playing Some Like It Hot in a bunch of theaters for some reason.
They do that all the time. They play like Titanic and Gone with the Wind all the time.
If I woke up in that movie, I would stay.
No, but like if you woke up and Moana was playing, would you leave?
No.
Yeah, so that means you probably like Moana. Yeah, that's how to judge it. It's the same. You could do the same with like TV. If something's on, would you change the channel? And then obviously it would have to be like the episode may differ for some people, but anyway, if that's all we have, then we'll end it there. We're just about at 35 minutes, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we flew through the baseball stuff this week.
Actually, we've been averaging like 35 minutes, so.
No, I know, but I think like probably at least 10 minutes of this was How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I mean, I've been putting the time codes in the description, so you could tell by that. Yeah, so if someone comes on and they just want to hear about How I Met Your Mother, you can click on that. Also, I'd like to remind everyone to leave a like and share this podcast with all your friends.
Subscribe.
If you're just walking down the street and like you drop something and someone helps to pick it up, just be like, hey, thanks. By the way, go check out Fantasy and Friends podcast on YouTube. You know, if you're just working and you're at lunch, just mention it. You know, you're standing in line at Starbucks. Just mention it to your friends.
Or if you happen to be a pilot, you could get one of those flag things. put it on the back of your plane and just fly over the beach
Yeah,
casually.
you could do that too. If you're
A pilot. I thought you said a pirate.
or if you're a pirate too, same thing, but like with the ship.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like,
thought you were talking about like semaphore, something, like signing it to other ships.
oh, I mean,
Okay.
All right. Either way,
Also-
we're gonna have to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Anything else you guys want to say last minute? You have 10 seconds each.
thank you, fans. You have the best fans in the world.
And we're out of
How
time.
much time do I have left?
Goodbye.